I'm not leaving here without it, and I mean that.
Come on now, Joe. Why don't we just go along the way we have?
I'm sick of going along. We're going to end this thing here and now. And then what?
You go to the police?
I can't do that, and you know it.
Maybe I better make sure.
You can't afford to shoot me. Why don't you stop bluffing?
He's right, Randolph. We've had it with him. Let's cut it off. I guess this is really yours. You've paid enough for it.
Stop, thief! The envelope. Wait a minute. What happened? Sounded like shots.
Out the other way. Don't let anyone see you. Get going.
Man with a Camera. Starring Charles Bronson.
I'm Mike Kovac, photographer. Sometimes I'm on my own, freelance. Sometimes I'm hired to do a job. Once in a while it's just a favor for a friend. And rarely it's for someone much less than a friend.
Ouch! Look, now take it easy, will you, Kovac? This is only a social call.
I don't socialize with you. Out.
Look, Mike, why don't we bury our little petty differences, huh? I'm willing to bury the hatchet. Why? Well, I need a little favor. Look, now, before you blow your top, the favor ain't for me. Joe Clemmer was killed a couple of nights ago, right?
So he was caught in the act of burglarizing. What do you want me to do, send flowers?
Look, it was a bum rap. Joe wasn't robbing that house.
Frankie, what are you trying to tell me? Joe was always robbing a house.
Look, not since his wife left him 5 years ago. Joe was left with a kid. He couldn't risk being sent up. He's been going straight ever since.
What's the difference? So he got it the one time he was innocent. It makes up for all the times he was guilty and got away with it.
Oh, boy, you guys killed me. You're all alike. A grifter's a grifter 24 hours a day. The fact that he was a good father or maybe a good friend, this means nothing, huh?
You're breaking my heart, Frankie. What about all the people who are all this and they don't rob houses?
Look, Mike, there's an angle on this. The insurance company had a clause in Joe's policy that said there could be no payoff if he was killed pulling a job.
Oh, that's tough. What do you want from me?
Look, Mike, I know you don't like me. And I know you felt the same way about Joe Clemmer. But you gotta prove that he wasn't robbing that house when he was killed.
Go to the police, Frankie, the police.
The police, are you kidding? A two-time loser gets shot just trespassing. Mike, this case is not only closed, it was never even opened.
Frankie, I don't want any part of it.
I dropped something.
What is this?
Marcy Clemmer, I'd like you to say hello to your Uncle Mike.
Uncle Mike.
Go ahead, Mr. Kovac. Tell her what you think of her father. Tell her how you can't help her collect that insurance.
What's she doing with a crumb like you?
Well, when Joe went, I had her put in a home for kids. I just borrowed her for the day, you know, friend of the family. Show the kid a good time.
We're going to the beach. You want to come to the beach with us?
I'd like to very much, honey. But for the next couple of days, I'm going to be awful busy. Chasing wild geese. You say use this door?
I imagine so.
It doesn't look like it was forced at all.
I rarely lock this door since it's only glass. A child would get in it with a rock.
Where were you?
I was upstairs. I thought I heard somebody walking around here.
Did you call the police?
No. I felt half sure it was my imagination. When I got down here, he was standing by the open safe.
Well, what happened then?
When he heard me, he turned and ran out the French doors. I hollered to him to stop. When he didn't, I fired.
Could I see the safe?
Certainly.
You know, Mr. Paxton, I hate to bother you like this, but when Lieutenant Donovan asked me to get a picture story of the crime, he said you wouldn't mind.
Glad to help.
Was there anything missing?
No, actually, I keep nothing of value in there. Just a few personal papers, insurance policies.
That's a strong-looking safe. You say it was open?
It was open.
It's closed. And there's no case to reopen. And another thing. I just had a call from Paxton. Seems I sent a photographer out to his house today.
Yeah, well, I figured you'd say yes if I had asked.
Next time, ask. Let's drop this whole thing. Clemmer was a crook caught in the act. Period.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Donovan. Tell me, when was the last time you had Clemmer in for questioning?
About 5 years ago.
There, you see?
I don't see anything. A lot of the boys lay off after they served a stiff one. Usually they get back to work sooner or later.
What do you have on this killing?
A householder shoots a well-known criminal in the act of robbing his house. What's to have?
Who's Paxton?
A lawyer.
Any connection between him and Clemmer?
Not that we know.
Well, Donovan, will you do me a favor, please? Find out everything you can about Paxton.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, the picture that Clemmer tried to burn when he was shot. Could I borrow it?
Tried to is hardly the word. He succeeded pretty well. Here's all that's left of it. Looks like a shot of a window. Too bad there's no people in the picture.
What do you suppose was on it? And why did he try to burn it?
Probably something incriminating. Felt he was going to die, was protecting somebody.
Okay, thanks, Donovan. If I turn anything up, I'll let you know.
This isn't like you, Mike. A guy like Clemmer, what makes you think he wasn't robbing that house?
Paxton said the safe was open, right?
So?
So you look at Clemmer's record. He's a pretty good second-story man, all right. But he wasn't a forger, and he wasn't a counterfeiter. And he's no more a safe opener than you are.
So he was never an iron worker. What does that prove?
Well, it proves that if Paxton says the safe door was open, he might have been lying. If he was lying about that, he might have been lying all the way.
Mike, I hope you know a lot more about Clemmer than you know about me. I can open a safe.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I got the fragment of a picture that he tried to burn. It may not mean anything, though.
Well, if there is anything to it, I'm sure you can figure it out, Mike. I got faith. And remember, little Marcy's got faith in her Uncle Mike, too. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be in touch.
Hey, Frankie. What's this about little Marcy?
Huh? Oh, I was just kind of saving that as a little surprise for you, honey. You know, after all, you haven't seen the kid since you was a baby. I didn't want to get your hopes up.
Yeah, well, try me. My hopes haven't been up for 10 years. It might be nice for a change.
This Joe's insurance policy is worth $20,000, and he didn't change his beneficiary. And you, his widow, can still collect.
That why you've been sticking around so long?
Oh, come on, honey. You know better than that. Besides, it's not as easy as it sounds. There's a little joker in it.
Oh, sure. There always is.
It seems if Joe was killed committing a crime, the policy was not collectible.
Yeah, but the paper said that...
I don't know about that. I don't get it. Why should Joe, after all these years, start housebreaking again?
Well, that's exactly what he was doing.
What? Hey, wait a minute. Whose side are you on? You almost sound as if you don't want to collect that money.
I don't. Look, Frankie, why don't you just leave the thing lay? All you can do is rake over an old scandal.
Scandal schmandal, honey. There's enough money here to set you up nice and respectable in a nice big house. And a pretty good slice for me, too.
Oh, yeah. It'll set me up in a big house, all right. On a short-term lease.
Yeah, but I thought that...
You thought? Look, Frankie, I got a theory. A guy who spent half his life in stir has forgotten how to think. Now get on that phone and call off your dog, or you'll be sending me straight to the chair.
Kovac here. Oh, hello, Lieutenant. Turn up anything?
I don't know whether it means anything or not, but Paxton was a lawyer. Actually, he never practiced. He was tied up with a private eye outfit, the Paxton Randolph Agency. Paxton quit about 5 years ago, sold out to his partner Randolph, and retired.
Was there any connection between him and Clemmer? No? Well, if you do turn up anything, let me know, will you? No, I'm shooting the charred fragment now, then I'll blow it up. I'll send you a copy. Yeah. Okay, goodbye, Lieutenant. The fragment was sharp and clear and blew up beautifully. But all it showed was an open window and a view of the city beyond it. The buildings with a New York skyline from across the river. I recognized the bridge. I had to find one room across the river. There could only be one room with a window that looked out on the bridge with precisely that view. Come on in.
Hiya, Mike.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I'd like to have that picture and the small one, too.
What are you talking about?
All bets are off. You can forget the whole thing. And I'm sorry I...
Wait a minute, what do you mean?
Oh, something came up. I found out the cops were right. So if you don't mind...
Yeah, I mind like crazy. What's the matter with you? Besides, this is police property now. All right, Frankie. All right. This is acid, Frankie. That 38 won't stop me that cold. You pull the trigger, you leave here without a face.
You grabbed for the first bottle that was handy, Mike. I gotta take a chance that it ain't acid. Put it down. Put it down, Mike.
All right, take the pictures.
Are you kidding? I wouldn't make it to the street. Turn around. Move, Mike.
Kind of grind. First, I had to prowl the streets to find a spot facing the bridge. Then I had to talk my way into about 50 buildings to check the angle. But it looked like I'd finally hit it. Yeah, this could be the room, all right.
$2.50 a night. Although it ain't usually the view that sells this. Mostly they feel the bed. Go ahead. Feel the bed.
Well, I really don't want the room. I just want to talk about it.
3 flights up and the elevator out of whack. That's a long way to go for a little conversation.
All right. I'll take the room. Yeah. Half, 1, 2.
You'll get a good night's sleep. Those beds.
Never mind the beds. All I want to do is talk about the room.
$2.50 don't buy a heck of a lot of conversation.
10.
I ain't the desk clerk, son. I own the place. Owned it for 40 years. I got enough stashed away that probably I could buy and sell you. And I didn't make my pile taking bribes from total strangers. What's your name, son?
Mike Kovac. What's yours?
Cartwright. So now we ain't strangers. What's on your mind?
Anything unusual happened in this room lately?
I wouldn't be a bit surprised.
That's not what I meant. I meant any fights or anything like that.
No, not lately. Oh, but we did have a Lulu right here in this room about 5 years back.
What happened?
Salesman out of Ohio got himself knifed.
How'd that happen?
Well, I ain't sure. He was with a woman. Police figured it was the Badger game. And when he got wise and squawked, she put her scissors in him. Police never found her.
Can you describe her?
Sure, but it wouldn't do you any more good than it did the police. If I was to say she had dark brown hair, brown eyes, about 5'4", nice figure, what does it mean? Fits 10 million women.
Any distinguishing marks?
2 eyes, nose, mouth.
You're a big help.
Glad to hear it. I didn't make my pile taking money for nothing.
How did you make your pile?
Uncle died. Left me a bundle.
The janitor grumbled, but I talked him into giving me the key to Clemmer's place. The police had already made a thorough search of Clemmer's apartment, but they were looking for stolen goods. They didn't find any. I was looking for something to connect Clemmer with Paxton. Clemmer was the type who never threw anything away. In a pile of his papers, I found a canceled check made out to the Paxton and Randolph Agency, and it was endorsed on the back by Paxton. All it proved at the moment was that Clemmer had once used the services of the Paxton and Randolph Agency. His robbing Paxton's house could be a coincidence, but I didn't think so.
Would you care to try for best 2 out of 3?
I'm sorry, I didn't know it was a woman.
Where's Joe?
Who are you?
A friend.
Yeah, it must be a pretty good friend for him to give you his key.
I got lots of friends.
Well, you have one less friend than you thought. Joe Clemmer was killed a few days ago.
Now you see why a smart girl plays the percentages.
Yeah, I see. And since it's about time for dinner?
Why not?
That's fine. I know a quiet little place across the river.
No. I mean, by the time we get through the traffic, we will have wasted the best part of an evening.
Yeah, you're probably right. Anyhow, I have to stop uptown and see a friend. You don't mind, do you?
Any friend of yours?
And every Saturday we always go to the country, except if it was too cold or rainy, or if Daddy was too tired. There's something wrong with the car. You know, we hardly ever got to the country.
Oh, Mike, she's wonderful. Who is she?
Joe Clemmer's little girl. I was sure you two had met.
Is she going to have to stay here?
Yeah. See, her mother took off about 5 years ago. And the father...
Did he leave her anything?
Well, he tried, but the insurance company has a legal out. A policy is uncollectible if the subject was deceased during the commission of a felony.
What will happen to her?
Well, she'll stay here until she's 18 years old. And they'll put her out into the world broke. No friends, no relatives. You can see the kind of a chance she'll have. And you know...
I know. If anyone knows, I know.
Can I tell you a secret?
Sure, honey. You'll have to pardon us girls, Mike. It seems our noses are getting shiny.
I was pretty sure she was Clemmer's widow, even though the picture was 8 years old, and she'd been through a lot since. She could also be the girl in that hotel killing. But that still didn't buy me the connection I needed between Clemmer and Paxton. I could only hope the sight of Marcy would get to her.
The lady's gone. She said to tell you.
Yeah, okay, I'm coming. Where? What? Where is she? Where's who?
Clemmer's widow. I've got to find her before she gets herself into trouble. Now, where is she?
Oh, she's in so much trouble, she won't mind a little more. I don't know.
All right, Frankie, all right. You don't want to thank you for the way you used this last night. No, I mean it now. Didn't even raise a lump on my head. You know, a less careful man might have made a bloody mess of it. Take me, for instance. I'm real clumsy. I learned how to use one of these things in the Army. And the general idea there was not to be so careful. Now, Frankie. Tell me, Frankie. What was Clemmer doing at Paxton's house the night he was killed?
Paxton was blackmailing Joe.
For what?
Well, let go and I'll tell you. Well, when Kara left Joe 5 years ago, Joe hired this Randolph Paxton agency to get some divorce evidence with pictures.
Did they get him?
Sure they got it, and then some. When they busted in on Kara, she was just pushing the scissors into her boyfriend. He was drunk and he was getting out of hand. Randolph and Paxton got their pictures, and they've been blackmailing Joe ever since.
I thought that agency split up.
Well, that's just for the record, but Kara told me they're still working together.
Why would Joe pay to protect the wife that ran out on him?
On account of his little girl, I guess. I guess Joe didn't want her growing up to be the daughter of a murderess.
If he was willing to pay, then why did they kill him?
Well, I figured Joe, he just got tired of taking the food out of his kid's mouth and told him he wasn't going to play no more.
Now I got an idea where Marcy's mother went in such a hurry. Lieutenant Donovan, please.
Well, listen to the little mother. Where were you for the past 5 years when the kid really needed you?
Well, I can make it up to her this way. It's not too late.
I'm afraid maybe it is too late, Kara. I'm afraid you've run clean out of time for everything.
Well, listen, I'll make a deal with you. All I care about is the money for my baby. If you just put $20,000 in a trust fund for it.
What now? Well, we can't let her go. You know, once she was a woman. Sometimes you can trust a woman. But now she's all mother. Why, she'd leave here and she'd go straight to...
Well, you'd be a fool to use that gun. Got nervous neighbors. First sound of the shot, they'd be right over here.
He's right, Al. We're going to have to take him quiet.
Turn it up. All the way.
Here.
That the burglar, Mr. Paxton?
Exactly. This man
is working for me. Who was she, Mike?
She was Joe Clemmer's widow.
What's the story on Clemmer?
These two guys were blackmailing. You can tell the insurance company that he was killed during the commission of a crime, all right. The only difference is, he was the victim.
a Camera. Starring Charles Bronson.
Miss Adams, I want you to get off a letter to Eddie Chris of the Atlas Heavy Equipment Company. Remind him he promised to level that property in 1 day, and if he doesn't deliver, I'll personally wrap a crane around his skull. Get that all in, and, I'll make it polite, huh? I'll get right to the point, Mr. Kovac. I want you to stop a murder.
Whose?
My daughter. 16, beautiful, spoiled rotten. I did the spoiling. Why? Well, since my wife died, she's all I've got. Yeah, I know. I'm Big Barney O'Neill, ex-ditch digger, self-made millionaire. I'm a big man. Can wear a tuxedo, and I know what fork to use. But lay a hand on my kid, and I'll kill you.
Mr. O'Neill, if somebody's threatening your daughter, it's a job for the police.
No, I want cops. I'll send for cops. This is a job for you, Mike. There's a picture angle. I ask, in the right places. They gave me one name, Mike Kovac.
I haven't said I'd take the job yet.
15 years ago, my wife and I adopted Terry from Hathaway House. It's no secret. She knows. This morning, this came.
Dear sir, I believe I have some information about your adopted daughter which will be of interest to you. May I have the pleasure of calling on you tomorrow morning? Robert J. Willings, private investigator.
This was in it. That's what Terry looked like when they gave her to us.
Where's the original?
That's why I called you. The original of that picture is in the confidential file of Hathaway House. How'd this fellow Willings get hold of it, and what does he want? I'll tell you. It's a shakedown. I can smell it a mile. And if he tries it, I'll kill him. Well, you know what I meant when I said I wanted you to stop a murder.
Well, if you're right, you definitely ought to call in the police.
No, you're wrong. I'll tell you why. My little girl's life is all planned. She's going to have the darndest coming-out party this town has ever seen. Then she's going to get engaged. Then she's going to get married to a nice boy from a fine family. At a hotel I now own, where 30 years ago I dug ditches for the foundation.
Mr. O'Neill, the more you tell me, the more important I think it is that you call in the police.
Police mean headlines, Mike. They'll smear this and spoil it. I'm not going to have it spoiled. Well, this thing has got me all mixed up inside. I want to protect her and I want to kill. You're a man who understands these things. You've got to help. Thank you.
Mr. O'Neill is just one of thousands of parents who have adopted a child from this institution. Despite his present importance, he has no special authority.
Who has access to these files, Mrs. Carrington?
No one but me, Mr. Kovac.
Is there more than one set of keys?
I have the only key. And the final contents are kept confidential even from my staff.
Now, how do you explain this?
Where did you get this?
It came in the mail this morning. Mr. O'Neill asked me to check it. Something the matter?
Someone's been in my closed file, I can tell. The folders are all out of order, see?
The O'Neill file still here?
I don't know. Yes, here. Here it is. Mr. Kovac, these folders contain the most complete and confidential information about each adoption. The name, the age, and the description of each child, the name of the natural mother, the name and address of the adoptive parent.
You have any idea who could have broken into these files?
I don't know. But don't you see? In the wrong hands, this could be a cruel weapon. What are you going to do?
We'll have to call the police, Mrs. Carrington.
Oh, no. Please don't. Don't you realize what's at stake? In every city, there are thousands of parents with adopted children, and thousands more waiting for their turn. If this gets out...
I'm calling Lieutenant Donovan. He's a friend of mine. I'm sure we can trust him.
I can't trust anyone, not even you.
Why weren't the records kept in a safer place?
What place would be safe from people who'd stoop so low as to exploit the love of parents for a child? Hang up the phone, Mr. Kovac. Please. Yes? Yes. It's for you.
Kovac,
What did you find out?
I'll have to hold it until I see you.
Well, that character Willings just called. Said he wanted to verify our date. It's at 10 tomorrow morning. You want a ringside seat for an execution. Don't be late.
Mrs. Carrington, you've got to trust me, and I'll try to help you as much as I can. Now, tell me something. Has this place ever been broken into?
Yes. About 3 months ago, my desk. Some vagrant. Somebody got in here, but only the cash box was broken into.
No, that's where you're wrong. Somebody also broke into the files and photographed the records.
Photographed?
This is how they got the duplicate picture of the baby. Did you report the robbery?
No. The janitor did. They hit him, but he came to and called the police.
Did he see anyone?
No. He was hit from behind. And all this time, we thought we'd lost only $28.
Mrs. Carrington, whoever broke into the files has had time to plan every step.
Oh.
Now, please, you got to get hold of yourself. Don't talk to anybody. Don't answer any questions. We have one advantage. They think that nobody knows that they photographed the records or that a victim complained. Now, if you want to get in touch with me, here's my card.
Thank you, Mr. Kovac.
All right, then, Mr. O'Neill. You count me out. If you're going to use muscle, get another boy.
Simmer down. I'm just not used to being told what to do.
Well, there's more involved than the O'Neill dynasty. There are other people, parents with adopted children. They've got as much at stake as you. They don't know it, but I'm working for them, too.
Okay, so I sounded off. Look, Mike, let's start even. Call your shot.
You'll do what I tell you to do? Well, it's either that or I take a walk and you get yourself another boy.
Okay. You tell this ditch digger where you want him to swing a pick.
The first thing to do was obvious. Get a look at this fellow Willings, hear his story, and get a picture or two for identification.
I thought I could talk to you alone, Mr. O'Neill.
We are alone, Mr. Willings. Those characters from the old country doesn't understand a word of English. All right, I got your letter. What's on your mind?
Well, you might say that this is the end of the mission for me, Mr. O'Neill.
That's so?
Yes, I represent a client who for the last 15 years has devoted every living moment of her life to a crusade.
You mean she's been trying to find a baby?
Yes, Mr. O'Neill, her baby. And now the crusader waits at the gate.
Oh, come on. You can talk plainer than that. What do you really want?
I want nothing. But let me talk to you about a woman who is also a mother. 15 years ago, while under the stress and strain of panic, she gave up a child, a little girl. A small, soft bundle of innocence she relinquished to strangers.
Are you talking about my daughter?
Our daughter. A little child wrapped in a blue woolen blanket with the initials A.L. embroidered in one corner. For 15 years, every walking, working moment of her life has been dedicated to finding her, and as luck would have it, she did.
Luck or you, Mr. Willings?
Well, let's just say that I was helpful, and let's just say that all she wants now is to look at her. Just to look at her. Now, surely that's not asking too much.
No, it isn't. But after that, then what?
Why, nothing. She returns to the shadows from which she came.
Just like that?
Just like that. Oh, surely you can find the kindness in your heart to grant this poor woman this simple wish. Would you believe that she spent close to $20,000 of her hard-earned money finding her, but it would be worth it. For her.
And for you?
I don't matter in this. I'm just an instrument.
You play a pretty expensive tune.
We ask for nothing. Material, that is. We realize that as a natural mother, she has no legal claim whatsoever.
The answer is no.
Of course. You're quite within your rights to say no. To her, to me, to anyone. You mustn't spoil the plans you have for pretty little Terry.
Where does a man like you come from?
And it's where I'm going that matters, isn't it, Mr. O'Neill? But surely, after spending $20,000, you can't object to my client waiting outside the school where your daughter is a student and just catching a glimpse of her, just talking to her, perhaps touching her, possibly holding her in her arms for a final moment of farewell.
You're really one of a kind, Mr. Woodings.
Now, my client agrees with you. As it happens, she's just outside. May I bring her in? Thank you. Names are not important, Mr. O'Neill. Merely let me say that this is Terry's mother.
Pleased to meet you.
How'd she get out of the drunk tank?
Suffering, Mr. O'Neill? Just plain suffering has brought this poor woman to the state you're seeing her in. But who's to deny her the healing miracle of mother love? You, Mr. O'Neill?
Get out!
Just as you say, sir. That's the St. Martin School for Girls, isn't it, sir? Come, my dear.
That dirty, miserable chiseler.
It's embarrassment. $20,000 worth of embarrassment.
Well, what are you going to do about it, Mike?
Well, I don't know. I haven't dealt with anything like this before.
You better do something fast. A woman like that with my Terry. How'd it go?
The man inside was supposed to be a masseur. I don't buy it. Wait for him, follow him, you understand?
I understand.
Who are you and why have you been following me?
I'm a tourist.
didn't make much sense over the phone, you're making even less now. There's no reason why I shouldn't stake out the O'Neill place and pick up Willings and the woman.
We don't know how many others are involved in this shakedown. You pick up Willings and the woman, the others just take off with a duplicate file. That'll give them a nice start someplace else, like Chicago or Los Angeles. You know, children from that Hathaway house are scattered all over the country.
So far, all you've done is waste a lot of time. You shot a whole lot of pictures. Some hood picks up your camera case, gets away with it. You're batting 0.
That hood picked up a camera case full of flower studies in color. But he didn't get this.
You know, sometimes you must even surprise yourself. Okay, I'll take it down to the lab and see if I can get a make on Willings and the woman.
Yeah?
Mr. Kovac, I'm afraid there's been another contact. Mr. Douglas Morley called me and said that he's just received a special delivery letter. And a Mr. Willings is coming to see him tomorrow about noon. They adopted a baby from here a little more than 2 years ago.
Would you give me that name again, please?
Douglas Morley, Vulcan Laboratories.
I got it. Now, please try not to worry, Mrs. Carrington.
Thank you, Mr. Kovac.
It's all right. It's all right. Goodbye. Mrs. Carrington. She says Willings has contacted Douglas Morley. If they're working that fast, they could be using the same woman. Now, you let me get a picture of her, and that's all we'll need.
Too much of a long shot. I'm picking them up.
A picture, Donovan.
Mike, I'm the police. You're a bachelor with a dark room and a hunch.
But it'll work. I know it'll work.
No dice.
Donovan, wait a minute. Give me until noon tomorrow. Just until noon.
Forget it, Mike. I'm taking over.
Mr. Kovac?
Yes.
I'm Terry O'Neill.
Come on in. Oh, this is Lieutenant Donovan.
All right, miss.
Won't you sit down?
Weren't you supposed to keep the police out of this?
How did you know that?
I saw and heard everything that happened in my father's den. I told him I was there. Mr. Kovac, is that woman my mother?
Well, Terry, I can't say. I don't know.
Why is my father willing to pay this woman $20,000 just so she'll go away?
What?
$20,000? Has he paid it yet?
No, but he will. Says it's worth it not to have my life spoiled. Willings came back to talk to Dad after you left. And when you were there, he was ready to kill him.
Maybe this is the break we need, Mike. When he hands over the money, we grab him.
It won't work, Lieutenant. I heard Mr. Willings talk about selling my father some stock. My father's paying him $20,000 for it.
Can he get away with that, Lieutenant?
Smart gimmick, Mike. Con man buys a lot of worthless stock. Sells it to the mark for whatever he can squeeze out of him. Even if we pinch him, they got a record of a legitimate transaction.
You mean to tell me the victim pays $20,000 for worthless stock?
Stupid. Hard to prove illegal.
Mr. Kovac, she's not my mother, is she?
Terry, no mother would do a thing like this to a child. Donovan?
Till noon.
Mr. Willings, we have an appointment with Mr. Morley.
Oh, yes, Mr. Willings. Park your car over there, please.
Thank you, officer.
I got another picture of Willings and the woman without revealing myself. But when I developed it, I was in for an unpleasant surprise. Okay, so I'm wrong. But if it had been the same woman, we would have had to charge a fraud against them.
I keep telling you that you can't fly a bomber solo. Now, for your information, I just talked to Mr. Douglas Morley on the phone. Guess what he told me? He doesn't know any Mr. Willings. Never heard of him, never saw him. For me to mind my own business.
Willings was there.
Sure he was. If you ask me, he'll be back this afternoon for the payoff.
Not a bad day's work, 40 grand.
Donovan, we gotta find out a way to stop them.
There's no way with that stock gimmick. The victim unwilling to testify? Let me tell you something, Mike. By the time the gang works their way to California, they're gonna collect about $1 million. They sure know how to make photography pay off.
Well, wait a minute. I must be blind. Donovan, take a look at this. You see anything?
Larger version of what I saw before?
No, here and here. It's the same woman. She changed everything. The hair, the makeup, the clothes, but not the earrings.
You've made a very shrewd deal, Mr. Morley, and profitable in more ways than one. With this money, this unhappy woman who gave up a child in a moment of despair will be able to travel away from the scene of her unhappiness, and in time, her wound will heal.
Mr. Willings, you remember me?
Can't say I do.
Quite a coincidence, huh, Donovan?
What are you talking about? Who are these men?
This woman happens to be not only the mother of Terry O'Neill, who was 17 her last birthday, but also the mother of the Morley baby. And she's willing to forget both of them at $20,000 apiece. Come on, you two.
Hey! Over here!
Lady, you'll be better off if you tell us where the copies of those files are.
Give me a break and I'll tell you everything.
You know, Lieutenant, I wish you'd give me about 5 minutes more.
Thank you.
Mike Kovac, photographer. Amusement parks are fun for most people and a business for others. But there are times when all the amusement goes out of a business. My name's Mike Kovac.
Oh, Kovac, I'm glad you could come. Sit down.
Thank you. What's your problem?
You know, my kid keeps talking about you all the time. Says you're the greatest photographer in the world.
Oh, it's nice to have a fan.
That's why I sent for you.
To tell me that?
I wish that was all. Now, my kid's a real camera bug. I must have spent a fortune on camera equipment. Well, I needed some pictures of the park, you know, for publicity. So I thought I'd give the kid a chance, see if I can get some of my investment back, you understand?
Yeah, I understand, but it's not clear.
Take a look. Here. Here's a shot the kid took from the roof.
Pretty good, fine shot. Your investment in all that camera equipment is justified, if that's what you want to know.
Here's an enlargement the kid made. This is part of this picture here, underneath the roller coaster. Now, what does that look like to you?
Well, it doesn't look like the fun house, that's for sure. This big man here looks like he's in the process of dying.
Yeah, but he didn't die enough to stay in the park. We covered the whole area underneath the roller coaster. Couldn't find any sign of him. Nobody I ever saw before. Now, we got lots of ice cream jockeys wear the same kind of uniform as that other fella.
Did you contact the police?
What, and have the whole police force roaming all over my park? Publicity I can use. Notoriety I don't need. I cater to a lot of families with kids. Now, news like this gets out, it could hurt you.
All right, you can put me on your payroll. I'll work by the day, plus expenses. No, I'd like to have the negatives to these pictures. This is my address.
I'll have the kid bring them right over to you. Here. Here's a pass. I'll get you by the gate.
Boy, oh boy. What I wouldn't have given for one of these when I was a kid.
I got here just as soon as I could.
What?
Well, you are Mr. Kovac, aren't you?
Yeah, every day.
Gee, this is nice.
Thank you.
Hey, that's a nice dark room you have.
Yeah, and it's loaded with work, too, so if you don't mind.
Oh, boy. Oh, it's beautiful.
Sound like you know what you're talking about. You know, maybe you ought to tell me who you are so I know which direction to take in this one-sided conversation.
Oh, don't you know? I'm Joe Stokes. Here, I put you the negative. Well, Dad said you'd be expecting me.
Well, it looks like your father and I both made the same mistake. He referred to you as a kid. And I assumed that, boy, you know, he should have warned me.
Well, I'm sorry you're disappointed, Mr. Kovac. I guess I'd better go.
Oh, I'm not disappointed. Look, you're a photographer, aren't you? Would you like to help me enlarge this?
Do you mean it?
Sure, come on.
Well, what was wrong with my print? Wasn't it clear enough?
Oh, it was fine. But I want to blow this up on my enlarger, get more detail.
What developer do you use?
What would you recommend?
I use D72 1:2.
You named it.
Really? Do you too?
Yeah. Well, looks like it's about ready. Would you turn on the light?
Sure.
You know, that's a very nice print. You still can't see that ice cream man's face. But look at here, look at the shoes. They look two-tone, don't they? Black and white.
Will that help?
Not very much. Now, this big guy that's being shot, have you ever seen him before?
No, not that I remember.
Well, what do you say we get down to the park? I take a good look around, huh? Maybe you can show me the sights. All the ice cream for the park come out of this place?
Mr. Fenton has the concession. I'm sure he'd be glad to help us.
Well, let's ask him.
Here's your sucker. That's 5 dozen.
That should hold you for a while.
Mr. Fenton.
Oh, hi, Joe. Let me put these cartons back in the freezer and I'll be right with you.
Sure, Mr. Fenton.
Doesn't he have any help?
No, he does it all by himself.
How's my little girl?
Fine, Mr. Fenton. This is Mike Kovac. He's helping my father on something and wants to ask you some questions.
Oh? Sure. How are you, Mr. Kovac?
Fine, thank you. Say, that freezer holds a lot of ice cream, doesn't it?
It has to. Got a lot of kids in the park. Gotta have ice cream for them. Got just about enough there to last a couple of days.
Say, Mr. Fenton, could you tell me something about your help?
We don't have steady help. We just hire what we think we'll need in the morning. What's up, Joe?
Oh, it's just some petty thievery. Then you don't keep records of your vendors, huh?
They're in business for themselves. We sell them the ice cream. They go out and sell it in the park. When they sell out, they come back here and stock up again.
Well, then you don't really know anything about the men you employ.
No, sir. Just as long as they sell a lot of ice cream.
They all wear the same kind of uniform?
Well, we furnish them with a jacket, a cap, and a cart. Then they put up a deposit.
You ever go out in the park yourself?
Mr. Kovac, it's hard enough to keep that freezer filled without pushing the cart around.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, thanks for your help, Mr. Fenton.
Anytime. Glad to have you drop in, Joe. Brightens up my life.
Thank you, Mr. Fenton. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Bye. Have you known Mr. Fenton long?
Ever since I was a baby.
Oh, that's a long, long time.
It certainly is. You know, I feel sorry for Mr. Fenton.
Why?
Well, he saved up all his money to retire and then lost it and had to start all over again.
You think your father's in his office now?
He should be.
I'd like to see him.
Okay, I'll see you later, Mike. I have to go on some errands for him.
Okay.
He was asking too many questions, Barney, about the vendors. I don't like it. And I don't want any trouble.
Money don't come without trouble. You know, he don't look like a cop to me.
Mr. Stokes wouldn't go to the police. He sounded more like a private detective. His name is Kovac. You know, Barney, I think we...
Private cop, huh? That's all we need. Give me a plain envelope.
What for?
Never mind what for. Start loading up my push cart. 2 dozen chocolate and 1 dozen strawberry.
No.
What?
I think we should stop for a while. I don't want any more of this. I don't sleep good nights.
You wanted easy money and you're making it. Don't give me trouble. I don't like it. Moran gave me trouble and he wound up under the pier. Kovac, huh?
What do you want the key to his office? I'm sure Mr. Fenton didn't have anything to do with this.
This what? We don't even know what it is yet. We know a man in one of his ice cream vendor uniforms does know something about this.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, I got a whole drawer full of keys. I'll find the one to Fenton's office and get it to you. And Mike, keep this quiet, will you?
Have you heard me yelling yet? I'll be at my place.
Mr. Kovac.
Yeah?
I got a note for you.
Wait a minute. Who gave this to you?
Some kid came up with it.
Mm-hmm.
Anything wrong?
Nah, just a fan letter.
Oh.
You don't believe I've got a fan?
Oh, sure, Mr. Kovac.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Stokes didn't find the body he looked for. I was stupid to get clobbered and lucky to walk away from it. But maybe the other guy hadn't been as lucky. Before the lights went out, I'd seen the same black and white shoes worn by the ice cream vendor. There was a connection with the ice cream office I had to clear up. Come in.
Mr. Kovac? Mike?
Don't look now, but I'm right. Oh, you looked.
Is something the matter?
Just that I get all kinds of callers. You get the key to Fenton's office?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Now you go right on back to the point.
But Mike...
Don't but Mike me. Say, listen, is there a guard on at the gate at night?
No, not on the employees' gate after closing.
All right, then you tell your dad to meet me there and let me in after closing. You tell him I'll need his help for about an hour.
Mike, why don't I
And
help?
remember, you haven't seen me since I left the park.
Okay. But where are you going?
To find the body.
What?
Goodbye, Joe. Goodbye.
So howdy, Mr. Kovac.
Hello, George.
Yeah, did you come to visit the other world?
Say, how's business?
Well, during the week it gets kind of slow. See, they got me copying the records here. But weekends and holidays, that's our busy time.
Anything come in the last few days, George?
You working for the lieutenant?
Yes, you might say I'm working for the lieutenant. Could I take a look around?
Well, I guess there's no harm in it. You won't be disturbing anything.
What's the guest list?
And let me see now. There's a dame couldn't sleep, took 80 sleeping pills. And here's an old man, hit and run. And then let me see now, kind of like I told you, it's just kind of slow.
You mean that's all?
No. I just brought in a fellow that was washed up on the beach, right here.
Drowning?
No, it was a shooting.
Shooting? What section of the beach?
Well, just off the amusement park.
You mind if I look at him?
Sure.
They got a make on him?
They sure have. I hear they got a record on him about a mile long. His name's Moran.
What kind of a record?
Narcotics.
Narcotics? Now I knew I should let my police friend Lieutenant Donovan take over. I had found the murder victim, but had made a promise to Stokes. And I had a hunch I could establish the connection between the murderer with the black and white shoes and the ice cream office at the park. Why didn't your father meet me?
Well, he wasn't here, Mike. He ate in town and then, well, he had a business meeting this evening.
Does he know you're here tonight?
No. I wanted to help you myself. You won't tell him, will you?
Boy, oh boy. Well, as long as you're here and I need help, okay.
Here, let me. Wow. 16 millimeter, telephoto lens, motor. What's this gadget?
Small receiver. And this is a miniature transmitter. When this button is released, it sends out signals.
Why isn't it working now?
Switch is off. When that switch is on, the receiver picks up the signals and starts the camera. That camera keeps taking pictures as long as the button is released. Later on, I'll put the button in the door. When the door is open, it'll release the button and send out a signal. Now, Joe, you take this. You keep that button pressed down. When I call you, release the button, and I'll see if I can pick up the signal.
Be careful, Mike.
Release the button.
Is it working?
Yeah, it's working.
like the light inside a refrigerator, huh?
That's right. And we'll have a picture of everyone going in or out of this door tomorrow.
That's real cool.
Cool. The object is to make it hot for somebody. And Joe, tomorrow, if anyone, and that includes Mr. Fenton, asks you where I am, you tell them you haven't seen me, understand? Give the same answer to everybody, okay? Okay, I'll take you home.
Hi.
What happened to Kovac? What did you do with him?
What do you care?
I just don't like to see things happen to people.
What do you think happens to the people that use that stuff you keep in there?
I don't want to hear and I don't want to know.
Okay, that's the deal. You keep it in there for me, I take it out for my contacts, and you don't have to know nothing more. I got my pickups in the park.
But, Barney, I don't
Now,
want
don't bother me anymore. You give me any more trouble, Fenton, I'm going to have to dissolve this partnership just like I did with Moran, you hear?
I don't want the money. I don't care anymore. You get your stuff out of here and find some other place for it.
I'm going to stay right where it is, Fenton.
No, take it out of here.
There were all kinds of vendors I discovered. Thin, fat, tall, short, with sandals, sneakers, and just plain shoes. Maybe the ice cream office had nothing to do with it. Maybe the man with the black and white shoes had his own wagon and uniform.
Morning. Hi. Morning, Mr. Kovac.
Mr. Fenton come in yet?
No, sir. He don't usually get in till about 8.
Okay, thanks.
Do you want me to give him a message?
No, no message.
Okay.
Saw me?
What are you doing here so early?
Well, I was in the office and saw you pass by. Did you find anything out?
Yeah. Looks like your sweet Mr. Fenton is probably tied in with a dope outfit.
I don't believe it. Mike, not Mr. Fenton. He wouldn't do anything like that.
I hope you're right.
Morning, Eddie.
Morning, Mr. Fenton.
You know Barney here, one of my vendors.
Oh, sure, Mr. Fenton. Oh, Mr. Fenton. Mike Kovac came in and asked for you, and I told him you weren't in yet.
Kovac? Thanks.
See, you didn't find anything. He couldn't be involved.
We're not through looking yet. An amusement park. The last place you'd think. That's some combination, ice cream and dope.
Well, you can't be sure.
Now, let's see what the ice cream looks like. Vanilla. We'll try the vanilla.
You see, it's just ice cream.
Yeah. me strawberry. Let's look at something else. Chocolate. Let's see what color chocolate is. Look like chocolate to you?
No, it doesn't. Mike, what are we going to do?
Don't lock him in there.
Shut up.
Open it, Mr. Fenton, please.
That's Joe.
Hold it, Fenton.
That's little Joe Stokes.
Oh, let her stay there. She stuck her nose in this.
No, not Joe. You can't do that. Let me go.
Get away from that door.
Open the door.
Oh, Mike, I wish I'd never made that enlargement.
But you still want to be a photographer, huh? Well, you will be. Donovan, this is Mike Kovac. My assistant and I have a murderer on ice for you down here at the amusement park. That's what I said. My assistant.